guys, what's up? Welcome back. So today we're going to be doing a natural nude makeup look because I just got a package in the mail from Too Faced. So they're coming out with the Born This Way Natural Nudes eyeshadow palette and also the Born This Way Turn Up the Light Complexion Enhancing Highlighter Palette. These are going to be available on February 9th. The eyeshadow palette is $45 and the highlighting palette is $42, which is... it's a good penny, let's just say that. But I'm going to show them to you really quick. This is the eyeshadow palette right here, and inside is a lot of soft neutral shades, which y'all know is right up my alley. I love me a neutral palette. So right off the bat, after looking at the palette, I could see just this side right here is probably the only shades that I would actually use. The other shades in the palette right over here are pretty light. Let me go ahead and show y'all up close so y'all can see it better. So I'm gonna shift it, there we go. I'm gonna shift it about to right here because this is gonna give you the true color of the shades in the palette. Now, the last two rows right here may appear, it actually looks lighter than what they are in person, but they're still pretty light. But this angle right here is giving you guys what, like the actual colors of the shades, what you would see in person. So that is that. And again, this is $45. And then the highlighting palette, which is $42. I don't know how the formula is, so I'm not going to speak too soon about it, but this is the highlighting palette right here. A nice little oval shape, and when you open it up, you have 3 highlighters in here. But I do know this last shade right here, by the way, this is deep. I have 3 other ones that I'll show y'all, but this is the only one that I know I could work with. So this one, it says Glow, the middle is Soft Focus, and then the end is Dazzle. So I'm thinking this is gonna be more of a glittery, because it does look like you have some glitter in there. I don't know, but we're gonna be doing swatches, all of that, later on in the tutorial. I know a lot of you like to watch me do my entire face, so I'm not gonna cut any of that out. But once we get to the eyeshadow and the highlighter portion, we are gonna be doing some swatches. So let's go ahead. Oh, let me show y'all the other ones. All right, so the other ones I have is tan, medium, and light. So let me open up tan. So here is tan right here. I probably can work with this shade right here. Let me give y'all a close-up. So there's tan. Next we have medium. Oh girl, this is light. Light. And this right here it looks really glittery right there. So up close, there is medium. So y'all can see it a little better. And then this last one is light. So all 3 of these I am not gonna use. I'm gonna give them away. But yeah, this is how light looks. Right there. Yeah, I'm not gonna swatch any of these because I am going to give them away, and I don't like really touching products that, you know, I give away to people. But anywho, let's go ahead and apply this makeup. I pulled out most of the products that was in my everyday makeup stash because I don't really have, well, I do have some new products I want to try out, but this is mostly gonna be just focusing on the Too Faced products. And of course, I want to show you guys how I do my soft nude makeup looks that is, you know, people of color friendly. Oh, I'm using the e.l.f. Cosmetics Hydrating Primer Serum, and I'm not going to apply any moisturizer. I'm just going to use this as my moisturizer and primer because this is pretty hydrating. I'm going to do my brows off camera. You guys know I always do that off camera. It takes the longest. So the brow pencil I'm using today is going to be my Anastasia Perfect Brow Pencil. This is the shade Dark Brown. But yeah, I'm going to go ahead and do these brows and I'll be back. Okay, so I've been using this Anastasia Pro Pencil lately. This is what I do to kind of clean up under my brows and just kind of make them look more precise. Let me know what you guys think. Do you see a difference, like as far as like my brow? I don't know. We'll see once we start putting on the foundation, but I've used this 3 or 4 times already this month, and I'm trying to get used to it. Only thing I'm not liking about the pencil is it's starting to get, what's the word? Shorter. So it's not as sharp, which is not going to give me that nice, precise line like I do under my brows. But I've been trying to use it on the side like this instead of just going straight in. So I just try to use it like the side of the pencil, so that way it won't go down too fast to where I'll have to sharpen it like all the time. But I just lightly trace the bottom of my brow with it just to clean them up. If you guys been watching me for a while, you guys know I always use the Kevin Aquan Sensual Skin Enhancer. This is in the shade 13, and I always use this to just kind of clean up my brows once I get done filling them in. But I have been trying this one out for the month and just, you know, trying to switch it up and stuff like that. But anywho, let's go on to the foundation. I have been mixing my NARS Natural Radiant with the Milani Screen Queen foundation. This is 480, and I use the shade Macau and the NARS. I've also been using the NARS Skin Booster pretty much under any foundation that I would wear. This is so nice. So I just pretty much place a little bit of it on the high points of my cheeks, kind of like that. And then I'll go in with my NARS not Sheer Glow. I have not used my NARS Sheer Glow in forever. I need to purchase another one. But I'll just go in with the NARS pretty much in the same areas. And then I'll take a little bit of my Milani Screen Queen. Now this is a little warm. It's like pretty warm. I've done a full review on this foundation if you guys want to check it out. I'll have it linked down below in the description, but I feel like this is a pretty warm shade. So what I've been doing is applying it on the perimeter of my face because that's where it's darker. Like that's where I'm the darkest on my face is around the perimeter, and I'm lighter like in the center. But I'll just squirt like that. And then I know this is like a lot of steps, but this is what I've been doing recently since I've already had these foundations in my everyday makeup drawer. I figured I'd go ahead and kind of, you know, use them at the same time. So I'll just start blending in the NARS. And this is a Sonia Kashuk sponge from Target. I still get questions about this sponge, so anyone who's asking what sponge this is, you are definitely new to my channel, and welcome. I hope you subscribe. I hope you got that notification on, because I would hate for you to miss out on any of my uploads. But I'll just work my way down towards the bottom where that Milani foundation is, and then I'll just kind of blend, and then work my way everywhere else on the face. Sometimes I'll just kind of pat the sponge on a napkin so that way I won't have so much of the product, and then just blend it out. And then I'll take whatever is left on my sponge and start working it on my lid, kind of blend in that Anastasia pencil so it won't look too crazy right there. Just kind of work it. And then take the rest up on my forehead. I don't apply foundation on my forehead anymore. I used to just, you know, squirt it up there like I do everywhere else on my face, but lately I've been just slowly pulling it up instead of applying it directly on my forehead, just using whatever is left on my sponge. Oh, and once I start putting on my concealer, you guys won't really see much of that. Like, it won't be, right now it looks like it has a white line right there, but once I start putting on my concealer, it kind of blends into that. So yeah, that is all I'm gonna do for blending. Now the concealer, I'm gonna take my Hourglass Seamless, I think is what it's called, Vanish concealer. But I use the shade Maple, so I just put it on the side of my nose and also just kind of work it under my eyes like that. Only thing I don't like about this concealer is how much product comes out. Like, a lot of the product comes out on the one, and then when you stick it in, it's like it kind of gushes to the top and it gets so messy right there. I feel like there may not even be like a stopper in here. I don't know, but mine is getting so messy. If you have this, does it do the same thing? Because I want to know. Maybe I just got a bad one. But the product itself is, girl, it is so good. I love the coverage of this concealer. Love how it looks. It is so freaking pretty. And I just can't stop using it. It blends out so good, y'all. It just looks so good. Now that I have my concealer blended, do y'all see my skin? Obsessed. Now we're gonna go ahead and use my Urban Decay All Nighter Pressed Translucent Powder, which is another product that I have been loving, you guys. Loving this so much. I'm gonna take the Makeup by Mario Sephora brush. This is what I've been using with it. And just placing it under my eyes just to lightly. Look how it just looks like I have on a filter. It just smooths the skin. It just smooths everything out. It makes it look so soft and airbrushed. I'm telling you, if you don't have this powder, go out and get it because it is bomb. I honestly think I'm gonna hit pan on this because it is all that I use. All that I use to set my concealer. I mean, it's in my everyday makeup stash, but I also have the Wet n Wild Photo Focus powder in my everyday makeup stash as well. But this is all that I use to set my concealer for now. And I already know we're gonna hit pan because it is so good. The other powder I'm using just to set everywhere else that I didn't set is my Makeup Forever Matte Velvet Skin in this right here. All of the products that I'm using are pretty much my current favorites. I'm just gonna go ahead and say that now. I probably don't even need to do a current favorites video because I'm already telling you guys what I have been loving recently. I use the shade 5. The little pad just came out. But I'm just gonna pack it everywhere else on the face that I did not set. So the sides of my face, and I also just kind of go all around just to make everything even. And I think the main reason why I have been really obsessing with these complexion products lately is because it still looks like I have a slight glow on my skin. Like, it doesn't look too dewy, but it also doesn't look too matte. The setting powder is matte. Both of these powders are matte, okay? This one's matte and also the Makeup Forever, but they're not drying. So if you have dry skin, I feel like, well, this one definitely, maybe not so much this one because this one is pretty matte, but I mean, they don't feel too drying on the skin, but they still look natural. Like, I still have that natural glow. Do you guys see what I'm talking about? Like, it doesn't look too matte. And I think another reason, like another big reason, is because of the NARS Glow Booster. This is in the shade Dark. This is what I've been mixing in my foundations. Every time I wear a foundation, I'm mixing this in with it because I love how it makes my skin look, like my overall appearance. It just looks so pretty and glowy, but not too glowy. Like, you get that glow, but it's not intense. It's very natural looking. So I just been obsessed. So bronzer, I'm gonna take my Anastasia Beverly Hills bronzer in the shade Mahogany. And why did I just say it like that? But I'm gonna take the Sephora Pro 50 brush, which is bomb. So good. And I bronze my skin. I'm gonna pinch it a little bit like this, just to kind of get right up in there on the side, and then lightly diffuse it up like that. Since we're doing a nude, natural nude makeup look today, I'm not gonna use any blush. We're just gonna be using bronzer and then highlight. I'm gonna take my Fenty Beauty bronzer. This is in the shade Cocoa Naughty. And I like to use this not only to bronze up my skin. I'm not gonna use it for bronzer because we just applied bronzer. But I also like to use this. Where did it go? Where did my brush go? I just washed all of my brushes, you guys. Like all of my brushes. And I'm so proud of myself. But yeah, I like to use this to bronze up the side of my nose. Just to kind of get it snatched, you know? Just taking it, my little brush. This is the ColourPop brush. It don't say what kind it is, but it's by ColourPop. It's kind of flat, like a flat blending brush. And I just kind of get the sides of my nose. Give me that contoured look. All right, so before I blend it out, because I know it looks a little harsh, I am going to, well, for one, I need to fix my brows. I'm going to take the little Anastasia pencil, just a little spoolie side, and blend out the inner part of my brows so they can look faded right here. I actually like how my Fenty brow pencil fades them out. I don't really care for this, but I'm not gonna get up to get it, so I'm just gonna stick with this. But yes, now I am going to take a little bit of my Wet n Wild loose setting powder. And I like to do this on the side of my nose. I just take a little bit of it and just lightly let it sit. And this is where I just let it sit while we do our eyeshadow and the rest of my makeup. All right, so now we can go ahead and dip into this eyeshadow palette. What look do we want to do? I don't know. You know what? I think I know what look I want to do. I think I know what look I want to do. But first off, let's do some swatches at least so we can see how they look, you know? Just to see how they look. Ooh. Wow. Okay. I'm very familiar with Too Faced, like their shadows, but dipping my finger in this matte, so we're gonna start on this side and work our way up, but dipping my finger in this feels like a new formula. I don't know. It doesn't feel like their typical matte shadows. It feels really, really silky and creamy, like really creamy. All right, so this is that one. Oh, wow. Yeah, this has to be a different formula. It actually feels better than their other shadows, but that is how it looks. They don't have name. Yes, they do. I was about to say they don't have names of the shadows, but that one was Truffle, and it glided on like, it just glided on differently. So differently. It feels so different. Okay, the shimmer, well, the metallic feels really similar to their other ones, but this is the next one over, which is pretty. Like, that's pretty. That one was in the shade Sparkle Sable. So those two would be so pretty. You know what? One thing I like about this palette is the way they have the shades. So you have your matte and you also have the metallic that corresponds with the matte. So they both are kind of the same color. So say if you want to do just 2 shades on the eyes, you can use those 2 shades and so on. So I like that. I like that. Okay, that's pretty cool. Now we're gonna dip into Cocoa, which is the next shade over right here. This one. Oh, wow. This actually looks darker swatched. It looks good. Don't get me wrong. This looks really, really good, but it looks light in the palette. Y'all see that? It looks really, really, do y'all see that? Okay, that is so weird. But I mean, I like it. I do like it because it's a shade that I know I could use without it looking ashy, you know? All right, going into the shade under it called Sugared Chestnut. So far, this palette, it is a winner. Oh, that is so pretty. Do y'all see these shades? Like, hello, yes please, thank you. These, I am not mad at. Do y'all see that? Okay, I went ahead and swatched the rest of the shades so y'all can see them right here on my arm. So definitely lighter down here, but I like these metallics. They're so vibrant, y'all. Like, I don't know if y'all can see, don't look at my ashy elbow, but the metallics definitely got that shine, like for real, for real. But there are all of them swatched right there. All right, I'm gonna take my Morphe M504 brush, and I'm curious to see how Cocoa looks in the crease. This is that second shade that we swatched that I felt like looked a little bit darker once I swatched it. So let's put it in the crease and see how it looks. Oh, wow. Do y'all see how dark that is? Like, it is the perfect crease color. It just gives you the right amount of definition in the crease. But it looks so light in the pan. Like, that is so crazy. So crazy. I'm gonna put a little bit more right there in the crease. That is crazy. But I mean, it is so pretty. It is so stinking pretty. That is such a pretty color. Look how soft that looks. I could just put on some lashes and I would be done. If I wanted to just stop right here, put on my lashes, I would be done. And it would be a look. Like, it would be really, really pretty, I feel like. But I want to keep going. I want to at least try out a couple more shades in this palette. Now, if Cocoa is this dark, imagine what Truffle would look like. This will be the perfect color as like to smoke out, like to really smoke out the look. But I don't want to use that right now. I want to dip into what color do I want to dip into next? I don't even know. I don't even know. Let's dip into Truffle. Let's just do that right here. And I'm using the same brush, by the way. I'm gonna dip into Truffle and we're gonna put it right here on the outer part of our lid. And this is just gonna really smoke out the look, keeping it right here. Oh yes. Okay. That looks good. Oh yes. And it blends like a dream. I think I'm gonna use Sugared Chestnut. This color right here. And let's take another brush because that Morphe brush is not gonna do it. I'm gonna take my Nabla Soft Dab and Smudge brush. This is just a really nice flat shader brush. And we are gonna see how this looks without wetting the brush. We're gonna place it right here on the lid. Ooh, that's actually really pretty. It's really soft, but I know it will show up even more if I wet the brush, but I really don't want to wet my brush. Oh, that second layer made it show up even more. This is so pretty, y'all. Ugh, it's so pretty. I like this look, y'all. It is so stinking pretty. So pretty. Okay, I'm gonna take another brush. This is my little pencil shader brush from my brush set. It's not like there's nothing on it. It's just a clean brush, and I just like to take the brush and kind of swirl it around right in this area just so that it can be blended right here so there's no harsh lines, and then kind of take it up like that just to kind of blend out those edges right in there. Okay, so far this palette is a winner. So far, y'all. So far. I haven't dipped into a lot of shades, but the 3 shades that we use today are bomb. I think my favorite one is definitely the first shade that we use because it just looks so pretty in the crease. And just imagine how it would look as a one shadow look. Y'all know I love me a one shadow look. Just imagine how it would look. Okay, I'm gonna go ahead and do my lashes, put on some mascara. I'm also gonna line my waterline with a black, do I wanna do black? No, I'm gonna do a brown eyeliner. I don't have it in front of me, I have to get up and get it. But I'm gonna use my Pat McGrath Black Coffee eyeliner. Just kind of line my waterline. And then I'm gonna smudge out the eyeliner using Truffle. This pretty chocolate shade right there. So yeah, let me do that and I will be right back. I don't know if I told you before I cut this clip, but the lashes that I wear are the Ardell Remy lashes and the style is 778. It is all that I wear, y'all. It is all that I wear. So I'm gonna go ahead and dust off this powder. I like to take a big powder brush. This is the Sonia Kashuk large powder brush, if you're wondering. And I just kind of pinch it and I go in the Makeup Forever powder like this. And I lightly sweep it on the side of my nose. Just kind of dust away that other powder, but also kind of give me a light finish under my eyes like that, so it won't look too washed out. I know I can take a smaller brush to do this, but I already used this with this powder earlier, so I figured I'd use it to do it like this. And then this is where I start blending the sides of my nose so that bronzer won't look too harsh. All right, so I told you earlier that I was not going to use any blush because we are keeping this look soft and nude, even though we kind of amped it up with this smoky look. Honestly, was not even going to do a smoky eye, but I could not stop myself because I really wanted to use those shades and I like how it came out. So I'm still going to not use blush. We're just going to use the highlighter in this new highlighter palette. So I don't know how to use this because this middle shade is like, dang, I should have used this. Let's just try it. Let's try it. Let's try it out. I'm gonna lightly, even though I just put some under my under eye, but let's see what happens. I don't have the right type of brush to do this with. Let's try using this. This is the Makeup by Mario Sephora brush. And let's see how this color looks first of all. I'm doing the middle shade, by the way. Just seeing how it looks on my hand. Right there. So yeah, I think this will be a good, like, I don't know. I wouldn't even know how to use this. So I'm not going to mess with it because it does kind of give me a glow and I don't want to have any of that right there. But you know, some of these powders, like some like this, you can actually use it like as a finishing powder, but I don't. Let's see. Let me read these instructions. Girl, I should have read the back of this box in the beginning because that soft focus, this middle color right here, it says it can be used to set your foundation. Yeah, so it says sets foundation. I'm spitting everywhere. It says sets foundation for a candlelight effect. So you are gonna get somewhat of a glow if you use that the middle shade to set your foundation. I I mean, I would love to see how it looks. So I'm going to do that in another video. I still have other products that I want to test out. So I'm going to do another video where I test out new products. And we are going to try this out as like a setting. I should have read this first. I should have read this. That's one thing about me. I get so excited about filming. I don't even sit here and actually read the back of the box on these products before I turn this camera on, but we'll try it for another video. But yeah, let's try these highlighters. Let me swatch them so y'all can see how they look. So this one, ooh, that is really glittery. Like really, really glittery. Not sure if I'll like that. But there's, right there. It's pretty, but it's so glittery. So I probably wouldn't use that at all as like a highlighter. I'll probably use it for like eyeshadow or something. And this is probably one that oh, that's pretty. It's not too intense. It actually looks like it'll be a nice soft highlighter on the skin. So let's use this as our highlighter. I almost still want to go into soft focus and try it out and use it as a finishing powder, but just in this area of my face. So right here, instead of all over. I think I'm gonna do that. I just want to try it. I really want to try it out. I don't want to wait until we use until we go into another video, but let's see how. Ooh, okay, I like that. I like how it doesn't look chunky. It looks really, really soft. Yes, and the color is pretty too. It's gold, but it's not too gold. I'm gonna take my powder brush from my brush set and we are going to try this right here. The soft focus. We're just gonna lightly, and I mean really lightly, I'm gonna take about this much and just kind of buff it right here on the high points of my cheeks. Kind of go like this too. I'll take a little bit right here on the center of my forehead where I do like to glow, just a little bit right there. Okay, that is all I'm doing. I'm not gonna go overboard with it, but I mean, it's not too bad. I don't really see a dramatic difference. Let me look at it close. Let's see. I can definitely see that candlelight glow, because up close you can really, really, really see that shimmer, but it's not chunky shimmer. It's really, really fine, so it's not something that's gonna look glittery on your face, but it's pretty. I mean, it's pretty, but it's something I would not use all over my face. Y'all know I prefer to use a matte setting powder instead of something that's kind of glowy. But if I do use this, it will be in this area on my face and then a little bit right here, but definitely not all over the face, because I'm already using my NARS Glow Booster and I like how this looks on my skin because it is under my makeup, but it also kind of gives me that nice glow. But this right here actually gives you more of a glow. So you can see this more than you can the NARS. This is just going to give you that natural glow within look. This right here, I can see it on my skin. Like I can see the shimmer on my skin just a little bit. Like you just have to look really close to see it. But I mean, it's cute. It's cute. I could do without these two and just have this, the shade that we use to highlight. I can do without these two, honestly. And this is $42. I probably would not have bought that. If I didn't receive this, I don't see myself purchasing that highlighter palette. But the eyeshadow palette, on the other hand, I like it. Definitely not mad at it. They did good with this. Very, very good. So the last step is the lips. I'm going to keep it nude. So we are going to use my Artist Couture gloss. This is in the shade Uncensored, which is always sold out. I really wish that they would go ahead and restock this because I want another one of these. I have been using this like crazy. I'm gonna line my lips with the Makeup Forever lip liner. This is in the shade Limitless Brown. Just gonna line my lips. And then taking the gloss and just applying it all over. But yeah, this is how it all came out, and I am in love with how it looks. Did not expect this palette to be as good as it is, and I actually want to do more looks using this palette, so let me know if that would be something you'd be interested in. I feel like with nude natural looks, they can be endless. Like, you can do all nude matte look, you can do an all nude metallic look. It is definitely endless when it comes down to your neutral eyeshadow palette. So let me know if you would be interested in seeing more looks using this. Maybe I'll incorporate it into my 5 looks 1 palette series. Let me know if that's something that you guys will be interested in. Now, as far as the eyeshadow, not the eyeshadow palette, but the highlighter palette, you guys pretty much already heard my thoughts on it. I feel like if I just had this one shade in here, I would be good to go. I honestly do not need these other 2. I don't like how glittery Dazzle was. I did not like how shimmery it was on the hand. And then the soft focus, I think this will be really nice for me to use just on the high points of my face, like the high points of my cheeks, the center of my forehead, and then my chin, but not as an all over powder. I would think this will be good for people with dry skin. So if you're wanting more of a glow on your face, this may be something that you would want to look into, because it is going to give you, like it says, that candlelight glow. But all in all, I think it's cute, but I honestly would not have purchased this with my own money. I don't know. I just feel like I can definitely do away with this. But with the palette, I do like the eyeshadow palette. It's a go. It's $45, but I don't know. I'll have to do more looks using the shades in here just to see if it'll be really, really, really worth the $45. But I mean, the few shades that we use today, I am very, very impressed with. I think if this palette was like this, I would like it even more, because y'all know I'm really not gonna dip into much of these over here. Even though these metallics looked really, really pretty swatched, I just, I don't know, I just don't see myself dipping into the lighter shades as much as I would these over here. But so far, so good. So that is all that I have for this tutorial. I hope you enjoyed it. Let me know if there's any products that I shared in today's video that you have already tried out, any ones that you own, if you like them, if you don't like them. But yes, that is all that I have for today's video. I feel like it's gonna be a really, really long video just by looking at the time. I'm gonna try to cut it down, but yes, that is all that I have. I am doing my monthly giveaways, by the way. So every month I give away 1 box to 1 person, and I'll leave a clip right here so you guys can see what is in this month's box, since it is a new month. Now, the way to enter is very easy. All you have to do is make sure that you are already subscribed to my channel. Make sure you thumbs up my videos, as well as leave a comment down below in the comment section. And I don't want the comments to be anything about the giveaway. Let's talk about the products that I shared in today's video, whether you like them, whether you don't like them. And let's just talk about the new products from Too Faced. What do you think about them? Is it worth it? Is it not worth it? Let's talk about it down below. So that is it, you guys. That is it. I'm gonna go ahead and end this video here. So if you enjoyed the video, make sure you thumbs it up. Make sure you are subscribed if you're not subscribed already, and I'll see you guys in my next one. Bye.